Hi there. I made this video for you today to try to explain what KMA Consulting Group does. I'm aware that it's explained in the copy as well, but some people don't like to read as much as I like to write. Hi there. So, here we go. For those of you who've seen me talk in person or been to one of my trainings, you know this is not my best medium because I tend to make a lot of faces and sometimes wander completely off frame, so apologies for that in advance. I've been in nightlife and hospitality for 25 years. That's at least 1 year longer than I've legally been allowed to work in nightclubs and bars. Nonetheless, I am known as an adult entertainment expert, but I love fine dining as well. I love mainstream nightlife. Adult entertainment is a great preparation for pretty much anything else in hospitality. So those of you who hire, think about that when screening candidates. And for those of you who have previously worked in adult entertainment, don't undervalue that experience and don't be afraid to use it as a selling point. I tell people that KMA stands for Kelly's Management Associates, but it actually stands for Kiss My Ass. That gives you some indication of the state of mind I was in when I formed it 5 years ago after having worked for Penthouse, Scores, Flash Dancers, names like that. I formed it because I wanted to take my experience, the failures as well as the successes that I'd been a part of, and actually be able to impart that to people who wanted to learn. We definitely do it all. Everything from real nuts and bolts management and service training to beverage programs and menu plans, security plans, finance and cost control. Definitely a lot of next generation marketing. And if you don't know what next generation marketing means, we'll have a separate video on that. Um, but also some really high-minded stuff like branding and rebranding, startups, turnarounds. Basically, the hardest things are my favorite ones to do. Even though KMA is called a group, KMA is me. I use strategic partners, which means they are people who are the best at what they do, in my opinion, but they're not necessarily my employees or even my contractors. I bring them in on things, I consult with them. A lot of them have their own consulting companies and better videos on YouTube explaining what they do. You're never forced or locked into using anybody that I use, but the option is always there and you're always getting the benefit of their knowledge as well as mine. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Thanks so much for listening. There are a lot of other tutorials coming to this site, and if there's something specific that you'd like to hear me talk about for a little while, feel free to give me a shout and I will do my best to accommodate. Thanks.